Today, we're going to be going over the top 5 best Minecraft prison servers for 2026. These are my personal favorite prison servers and ones that I would recommend to you guys. Connection info for all of the servers will be down in the description. Let's jump right into it and waste no time. Here is the list of the top 5 best Minecraft prison servers in 2026. In at number 1, we have got AkumaMC. AkumaMC is the home of my current Minecraft prisons Let's Play series, which is, well, a big reason as to why it's first on the list, but honestly, it's the server I know the best, and there's a good reason for why I have a series on here. With a brand new season that has just reset and regular maps every 4 to 6 weeks, you can expect that AkumaMC's prison is always up to date and always innovating brand new features to ensure that your gameplay experience is as best as it can be. With a very easy and simple progression model, this server is so easy to get yourself into, and with pretty much every feature becoming available to free-to-play players, this is kind of a very rewarding server for those that don't necessarily want to spend a whole bunch of money, but are invested in a long-term grind that could actually end up with you gaining top rank and all those kind of features that come with the donator perks that people would usually spend hundreds of dollars on. Now I'm going to go over 3 main features of the server, give you guys a little bit of a preview. I won't be showing you everything on these 5 servers. I will just kind of show you my main features or my main things I want to go over, and then you guys can, you know, jump on and I guess judge the rest for yourself, because there'll be a lot of features on each of these servers that we're unable to cover in such a short video. So first and foremost, the pickaxe enchantment system I want to go over. You guys can see that there are a whole host of pickaxe enchantments right here, and this is only one section of it. These are just the token enchants, which you will gain from using enchants such as token miner and token merchant. All of these will add up. You'll get a whole bunch of tokens for all of these procs that you can then go ahead and add these new enchants. Now you need to unlock these new enchants by getting higher pickaxe levels. Pickaxe levels, you guessed it, come from mining. Now, not only that, there is an enchant mastery, so most of these enchants have this. You guys can see that once we go into here, when you get a certain amount of procs from each enchant, you will then start to unlock higher boosts that will boost the max level and then therefore effectiveness of the enchants. So essentially, you'll be grinding out the enchants all the way to the end of the map. Not only that, but there are also gem enchants here, so a secondary currency also gained by adding enchants to the pickaxe to gain gems. And then there's also rebirth enchants, which you essentially cannot get until you start ascending here on the server. Now the pickaxe enchants all kind of work together, and that means that you'll essentially get all the currencies that you need in order to improve your enchants and get better enchants literally from adding the enchants. So it kind of is a full circle system, and that's why I like it so much. You can also add certain attachments to your pickaxe, which will essentially affect the enchants that you have unlocked, such as attachments, crystals, runes, enchant modifiers. So there are a whole bunch of things that you can do to essentially improve the enchants that are already on your pickaxe. So there's kind of never really an end to all of the upgrades and adjustments that you can make to your mining setup. Now the second thing that I'm actually going to show you guys is the milestone rewards. Now these are huge for a reason. A lot of servers have milestone rewards, but a lot of them do not have recurring milestone rewards. So obviously we'll go up through these levels and we will get all these different milestone rewards. For example, this is blocks broken, and actually as you go up through these, you'll start getting a bigger mine as well. And as you can see, you'll start getting free weekly crates just for completing all of these things. And then we actually have ones at the bottom that are essentially just going to be recurring rewards that will happen every time you hit that goal. So it doesn't matter whether you got 1,000 blocks mined. Well, I guess 1,000 doesn't get you there. But if you got 100,000 blocks mined or you got 10 million blocks mined, you will get these rewards every time you hit this certain milestone. So as you guys can see, every 5,000 blocks will get these rewards. Every 10,000 blocks will get these. 50,000, 100,000, and million. So these are literally never ending. Like you will just go through these. If you got 500 million blocks mined for some reason, I'm not sure anyone's got that amount of time. But if you have, then you will continue getting the rewards all the way up throughout that. And it's not just for blocks mined. It's also for like your progress, your rank progress, your wasteland progress, and your playtime, which actually the playtime ones are super, super rewarding on the fact of getting a bunch of crate keys literally for free just by having your account online. And that is kind of the last thing that I want to I guess focus on and feature in this video is the fact that, like I said, you can basically get unlimited crate keys. And the reason I want to focus on that is because it's one of my favorite things. Getting unlimited crate keys literally from enchants or from those milestone rewards is super, super rewarding, because it means that you will essentially never have an end to the amount of things that you can open here on the server. And opening these directly will affect your progress, because you will start to get things such as these legendary grenades and legendary airstrikes that you can actually fire into your mine that will basically give you some easy rank ups. And like I said, it's almost kind of a full circle thing again, because you can just go ahead and keep adding enchants that give you keys and stuff like that will just keep cycling around, and then you'll get more rank ups, and in turn you'll get more keys. So it is literally a big circle that all kind of works into one huge economy, if you will. Now, of course, I'm super close to all the guys at AkumaMC, and they have agreed to give us a top rank to give away to anybody who might want to try out the server. Okay, so one lucky person that come and tries out the server will be eligible for this. All you guys need to do to be in with a chance of winning the top rank is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username and your favorite Minecraft prison server. And then you just got to connect to the server one time using my IP, which is generzon.purple.wtf. As long as you've done all that, you are officially good to go. And within a week or so, I will pick one person to win that top rank here on AkumaMC to hopefully help your journey get a little bit easier. So those are my main reasons as to why AkumaMC is #1 on my 2026 list of the best Minecraft prison servers. In at number 2, we have got TalonMC. Now, TalonMC is a server which I've previously had a Let's Play series on, so I have quite a lot of experience here on the server. So it's, you know, it allows me to give a pretty good explanation of what's going on here and some features which we can cover today. And then, of course, a bunch of features which we won't get time to cover too. But honestly, there is so many things I could go over that literally you're just going to have to come online and check it out for yourself. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that this is another prime example of a server that essentially you can jump on and spend no money and have an optimal free-to-play experience. They literally have a command on here, /free rank, where you can just follow some basic steps right here, very, very easy, and you can literally claim a $5 rank for free, and it will last you forever. It's literally a lifetime rank. It is never going away. You can claim that for free. Not only that, but there are enchants such as Credit Finder that will essentially allow you to just get credits while you are mining. So there are basically a bunch of ways that you could jump on the server right now and start, you know, playing with the top donators and stuff like that for literally free. Not only that, guys, but you can also use /vote, where essentially you can earn up to $40 worth of monthly credits just by voting. You can get a whole bunch of weekly credits and even more. Like, you can literally get so many things just for voting for the server. That is something that you can jump on the server and do every single day. So there is a huge emphasis here on TalonMC of, you know, being a free-to-play player and actually still getting rewarded as if you were, like, being a high donator level. The second thing which we're going to go over is the enchant system. Now, this is a very similar one to the one that we just previewed in the #1 slot, but you guys will see again here. There are a whole bunch of enchants that we can go through, literally like 3 pages of the regular token enchants. Then you'll jump into the gem enchants again here, a whole bunch of these that you can add. Then you'll jump into the rebirth enchants. And as you guys can see, there is pretty much no limit to the enchants you can add to your pickaxe. Like, you don't get these last in-game enchants until literally pickaxe level 1500, which you need to grind a lot of blocks in order to get that. And as you level up your pickaxe, you will then gain access to the pickaxe mastery, where you can add insane things in here, which will essentially help different aspects of your game. So, for example, if you get to pickaxe level 300, you can upgrade this one, which will increase your rank XP gains. So there are a whole bunch of different things like that. You can also apply heat stones to the pickaxe that will essentially give you additional boosts and perks while mining. And then you can actually roll pickaxe perks that will directly attach to your pickaxe that will give you different perks, such as, you know, more enchant XP and tokens, more enchant XP or enchant proc and essence boost. Like, all these different things can be acquired, and you can even get a universal one that will pretty much boost everything. Enchants do also have prestiges on here as well. So as you're grinding through the different enchants, you'll be able to actually go ahead and prestige them into even higher levels than they started with. Now, the server runs on a very similar model on the fact that it is a 4 to 6 week map. You guys can expect this to kind of last that long. The map that I'm on right now has actually been out for about 2 weeks. So we're almost midway into a map right now. And the last feature which I'm going to show off in this small preview is going to be the fossils. Now, these are actually a really cool feature which I always used to love when I was playing on Talon. Essentially, these will just boost different currencies. You will find fossil generators that you want to go ahead and unlock, and the first time that you use a fossil generator and you find the pet, it will essentially unlock that fossil. For example, you'd open a fossil generator and say you unlock the frog fossil. Now, these fossils all have different boosts. So you might say any in this column right here are going to boost your rank upgrade percentage, or are going to boost your pickaxe level percentage, or whatever it actually boosts. Let's just say it boosts enchant proc. You'll then go in here and upgrade the level of the fossil to give you more and more and more and more like proc boosts throughout the whole thing. And then let's say the next tier, so you go from uncommon to rare, also does the same thing. You'll just stack all of that on top, then eventually you'll have a whole list of active boosts here. So you only really need the fossil generator to unlock the initial fossil, but then also if you do go ahead and get duplicates, it will just basically upgrade the level free of charge. So it's just another way that you can essentially progress your mining setup here on the server. And that's always my favorite thing, having multiple ways to go ahead and upgrade a mining setup and actually get into the kind of depths of, you know, going in a big cycle and everything helping each other, because that's kind of the whole point of the prison's economy, if you will. Of course, rank system, very, very similar. You guys are going to get on here and you're going to have ascensions, you're going to have rebirths, and you're just a regular rank as well. So the rank up system is super kind of refreshing, and well, it's very kind of standard, I feel like, a prison at this rate, but it's honestly a good way to have it. I like this method. There are a whole bunch of other features which I could show you. Obviously, the server is extremely OP. Like, there's a lot of very, very OP things on the server, like all the keys and all the currencies and everything like that are crazy. You can also get the research model right here. If you guys see /research, oops, not rebirth, that's the wrong thing. /research, you guys can see, you can actually put all of these different parts that you will acquire into these different areas to get boosts on a whole bunch of different things. That's just another section of the server which has been added actually quite recently. But honestly, if I was to sit here and go through every single feature, we would be here for hours. The idea of this is to give you guys a small preview, and you can decide whether you'd like to come and try the server. So of course, if you do want to come and try the server, the IP is in the top middle of the screen and down in the description. They have also put up a top rank for us to go ahead and give away in this video, and it is just the same requirements as the last one. Okay, you just need to have liked this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username and your favorite Minecraft prison server, and then connect to the server one time using my IP generzon.talonmc.net. As long as you've done all that, you are officially entered. And again, we will be picking the winner for that in about a week's time. And those are the reasons that TalonMC is number 2 on my top 5 list. In third place, we have EnchantedMC. Now, this is no stranger to our top 5 list. This server has been on multiple of them now, and they are back with a brand new revamped version of Prisons. So I've only actually played a little bit of this brand new version of Prisons because, you know, it's literally just been released. And I'm hoping that I can go over a couple of the main features and show you guys exactly why it's this high on the list. Now, this is a roughly 8-week map, so this is literally just launched, which means if you're viewing this video when it just came out, probably a really ideal time to come and try the server out. First of all, I'm loving the builds on this server. I have to say, obviously, as I'm recording this, is very close to Valentine's Day, so that's why this is themed like this. They've done a very, very good job with this. Anyway, let's go check out the mine. So all your mine info is actually displayed right here as you go to your mine, and then obviously this is your mine that you're looking at right here. Those purpley pink blocks that you guys are seeing me mine right there are beacons, and those are a currency within themselves. So obviously, just as you're mining your mine, you will find these like throughout the whole place, and you will gain those and be able to spend those on the things that beacons could be spent on. Taking a quick look into the pickaxe menu, you guys will see that we have 3 different types of enchants. You guys can see we got token enchants, gem enchants, and cave enchants. Okay, so obviously we've got a whole list of these token enchants right here. You guys can see that they do require specific levels in order to unlock them. So for example, gem merchant, you need level 75. The pickaxe level is just going to go up as and when you're mining. You can get some pretty cool skins for your pickaxes. If you're wanting to make it look super cool, you can spend your money on this. Yeah, these are obviously all just visual, but they do actually give you buffs as well. So for example, this lightning pickaxe will give you a buff of 2.3 times blocks multiplier. So you guys can see as you go up, these buffs do get better, and obviously the visual does change, and that makes it look pretty freaking sick. I mean, look at the unicorn pickaxe. You're gonna get a 5.5 times block multiplier, and that is all just using your in-game money. Now, the cave enchants are kind of a new thing for me. These are, you know, something which I've not seen before, but basically I will show you guys the feature which is caves, and that is all going to tie into these cave enchants and exactly how you can get to the things which you need in order to upgrade these insane enchants. So just by mining, you are going to get time in caves, which essentially looks a little bit like this. When you go into /caves, you guys will be able to see right now we are on the coal ore, and you guys can see I've gained a time of 16 minutes and 42 seconds of cave time. So essentially what you want to do is you want to go into these caves, and you're looking to upgrade these different rings right here. So essentially, if we wanted to upgrade our mining speed ring right now, we would need 16 coal ore that we will essentially go and get from this mine right here. So let's go into here, let's jump into here. As you guys can see, walk through the cave to mine ores that will be stored in your /caves to craft equipment. So we've got 16 minutes, so our time is actually going down, so we need to actually jump in here and get mining. So for example, this ore right here, boom, it's mining. You guys can see it's going to mine, boom, that is now mined. You can just essentially go throughout all of these different ones, and you can mine these different ores. So that is how that is going to work. You're going to break those ores in there, and it is very, very simple. Just like that, you guys can see that we have got ourselves 4 ore because that is exactly what we've mined. So we've got to wait for these to actually mine right here. There might be an upgrade, might be a way to upgrade the speed of this. I would probably assume that that is the case. Yeah, you essentially just click on these blocks and they'll get mining right here. And as we go throughout these, I can't remember what the price was of the first upgrade. 16 coal ore. So if we can get to 16 coal ore right here, this will be super, super easy, and we can get ourselves an upgrade. So just like that, we should now be able to go into /caves. We should have we need one more. 16 ore we should be able to get right here. And then we can jump into here, and I guess we should now be able to, as long as there's no other requirements, which I'm not sure of actually. Let's just, for example, go in the enchant ring. We can click that to upgrade. Bang. We are now level 1 on that. So essentially, you just want to spend the time going in here. Obviously, the time kind of will equate exactly to an amount of ore that you can get if you always mine the block. That's obviously why there's a cooldown on mining the ores and such, because the more time you have, the more ores you can grab on that run. Like I said earlier, that also directly ties into that cave enchantments right here. So you guys can see we can essentially go in here and just go ahead and upgrade these enchants based on the ores that we get. So we can get change it to gain a temporary mining speed booster, chance to shatter all the nearby ores when mining another ore. So yeah, you guys can get all of these enchants in here that are directly affecting your cave. Yeah, like I said, there are different enchants that will help you. So there's a multi-break enchant. When this activates, it will give you a chance to break multiple cave ores at one time for 15 seconds. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we can probably upgrade that right now, I'm guessing. Do we have enough to upgrade that? Yes, we do. Perfect. So we've now actually got one level of that. So yeah, a super awesome feature, and it just kind of takes you away from your mine for a little bit. You know, if you're bored of mining in your mine, you can come here, you can get this mine time, and you can actually just go ahead and go ham in here and upgrade a whole bunch of different things that you kind of takes you away and lets you not have to focus solely on the regular prisons journey, because obviously that can get a little bit tiring sometimes. So that is the cave system, and obviously like you would have seen in the menu, there are different tiers of caves you guys can see right here. Obviously they do have rank requirements for each one. So for example, if we wanted to go into the iron one right now, we'd actually have to hit rank 250. So yeah, there are different requirements to each one of those. And then the last thing that we're going to go through is the / milestones. This is a very, very good way that you guys can essentially earn credits when you're free to play. There are different types of milestones. You've got mining milestones, rebirth milestones, ascension milestones, and then cave milestones. So as you guys go throughout these, you'll see that the rewards do get better and better. For example, when you hit milestone 8 on this mining one, you guys will get a free monthly crate, which is pretty crazy. Then as this goes throughout, you'll get credits, you'll get enchant boosters, more credits, pickaxe perks, all sorts of things all the way down to the end. That is the same on all of these. You will get essentially rewards going all the way throughout here. So again, that is a real good option. If you are a free to play player and you do not want to spend any money on the server, that is going to be an option. As long as you are grinding, you are going to be getting rewarded for it. So it's pretty easy to get going here on the server. So again, that's just a small preview of the features here on the server. There are a whole bunch more that I could go over, but we literally do not have the time to go through all of these different things. But this was a brand new revamp and a huge upgrade for EnchantedMC. So I definitely recommend, even if you've checked it out before, come on and check it out again, because things have changed. Things have gotten so much better as well. So yeah, definitely jump on. They've got a few partners here as well that are consistently uploading content on the server. So if you're big into that and you need someone to watch to see exactly what you can do, you can definitely go check out those guys as well. Also, we got given a loot box, and it would be rude if we didn't open it. So I guess we're going to open it. Loot box heart right here. Let's see what we get from the loot box. Well, what do we got? What do we got? Anything good? I don't even know what's good at this point of the season, so we'll have to see. What do we get? What do we get? What do we got? Book of Experience, Crystal Box, I guess jackpot item in the middle maybe. What do you got? Booster cookie, extender, 6 hours. That should actually be pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Book of Experience right there, that's pretty cool. Crystal boxes, that's pretty cool too. Yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff in there. In at number 4, we have PurplePrison. Now again, another non-stranger to our top 5 list. This server is pretty much always making the cut, and that is simply because it is one of the most OG prison servers out there, okay? This has an uptime of over 10 years. This server has been around since Prisons has been around pretty much, and it is still going strong. With a huge community, this server really still encompasses the whole community feel and OG Prisons kind of feeling that a lot of servers have lost with all the different features and craziness. This is taking it back to basics, back to a community driven server, and it really does rely on the people that are on the server to keep that coming. Now obviously there's still an OP Prisons feel to this, because as you guys will see, we're still talking in the millions for rank up progress and all that kind of stuff. It is not by any means an OG prison server, but we do have a whole bunch of things that will make it kind of feel more like that. The fact that we are literally in a rank mine right now pretty much tells you a lot about what you need to know. This is taking it back, all right? This is taking it back. You're actually going to see people amongst this server, all right? Which is what I like, because actually from the last time we did a top 5, as you can see, we haven't reset. This is exactly where we were at last time we finished a top 5, and that's why this thing is always going to make the list. These maps are several years long. You do not see resets often on these places, and that is kind of one of the big features of this server. It is going to be there for you. If you want to go ham, you want to become, a friggin' boss on this server, right? It's going to be there for you, and your progress is not going anywhere. It is also worth noting that this server is on a 1.8 base, so that means that it has 1.8 PvP. So you'll see there's a lot of people at spawn right now enjoying the 1.8 PvP, which actually is a very missed thing in the kind of PvP world. So yeah, there is definitely the availability to grab or to get onto a PvP side of the server, because there's as you guys can see, there's literally constantly people in this PvP area. And obviously that means that you can look and lock into the different kits that they have available for the users. They do of course have some of the new features that you'll see on pretty much every server, including monthly crates and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't go crazy. You guys can see this guy's opening a crate right here. He got some pretty sick rewards, but yeah, it doesn't go crazy. crazy. You got all the basic things. You got the store, you got plot mines, like you got so many things. You got stats that will carry you throughout the entire season. You can come on and claim daily rewards. You can get voting rewards. All that kind of stuff is available for you. Again, an option to be free to play on here because the maps are so long and because, you know, you can really get established. You really don't have to come on and be anything crazy to, you know, become a figure on the server. They got the newer style enchant system on the pickaxe though, so you do just essentially spend your tokens here on any of the enchants which you may find yourself needing. You can obviously get yourself all the kind of regular enchants like the jackhammer and all that kind of stuff. You can get your fortune up and all that good stuff is all available on here. You can see all your stats right here. You can get key finders, of course, because there are obviously a whole bunch of crates which you guys are going to want to open on the server. And we're back to the OG type of crates on here as well. Winter crate right here, you guys can see this is kind of the monthly crate, if you will. The rank up crate, so every time you rank up, you're getting some rewards. You got some god crates in here to help you with some pieces of armor. All that good stuff, guys. This is like the OG prison server feel, but in a kind of OP setting. So that is why Purple Prison pretty much always makes the list. I love an OG feel server. These are lost on us these days, guys. And if you are a prison player back in like 2015, 2016, then this is going to be familiar to you and it's not going anywhere. So yes, if you do want to jump on Purple Prison, the IP will be down, of course, in the description, and it is right up here, generzon.purple.wtf. All right, I definitely got to spend some more time on here because I do miss the OG Prisons days, that is for sure. And last but certainly not least is Wild Prison in the 5th place spot. Again, definitely not a stranger to our top 5s. Wild Prison has been pretty consistent on getting in our top 5s here on these kind of top 5 lists, and there is a good reason for that. It is a very, very well maintained server with consistent updates and consistent resets that you guys have always enjoyed. They are always innovating and bringing out new features as well, so it's not a server that is just left to kind of rot. It is always getting the updates which you guys are giving input on and requesting, and they always take care of you. The average map length on here is about 4 to 5 weeks, so you can expect it not to get not to get boring. By the time you guys are getting bored, it's getting reset and you guys are starting a brand new journey every single 4 or 5 weeks, which is always an upside. You know, if you're not into a really, really long like length map like the previous kind of placement, then this is the better alternative, right? Because if you're not going to be here for 2 years, you might as well, you know, you might as well have it paced out enough that it doesn't get boring. Again, we're going to go over about 3 features here that you want to, take a look at on the server. But at the same time, guys, there are going to be so many features that we do not get the opportunity to show you. So I would advise you do jump on for yourself and come and have a look at what Wild Prison has to offer. So the first thing that I want to show you, and actually, well, kind of the second thing I want to show you, because the first thing is the fact you guys all have seen the custom texture pack that we are, actively sporting. It all kind of just helps tie the server in together and just makes it all, I don't know, it just makes it all click together, and I like that. I do like that. But the second thing is this research menu. I want to go into this quickly because this is going to be a key part of your journey here. And actually, by default, this auto research will be on. So by pressing your drop key while hovering over a research project, you can automatically research it. Right now, we have it turned on for token boost. So as you guys can see, this is automatically upgrading right here. Now, what you'll need in order to upgrade this, as you guys can see, it literally says cost right there, is we will need blueprints. Now, in order to get blueprints, you are going to need Blueprint Finder, which actually you will unlock your pickaxe, or you will unlock with pickaxe level 125. So we've got a little while in order to get that. I believe there are other ways to get blueprints. Yeah, right here. So you guys see that our block rewards just gave us 25. So basically, milestones are going to give you some blueprints, which actually you guys will see there is a whole rewards menu right here. So we've got, if you just jump into /rewards, this will bring this up. We got block mining rewards right here. Every 1,000 blocks, we'll get all of these different things in here, including credits, by the way. Then it goes up for every 5,000 blocks, 25,000, 100,000, 500,000, and million and 5 million. So these will happen every single time you hit that. And that is the same throughout all of these different rewards. Fishing, rebirth, wild pass, vote, daily logging in, ascension, all that good stuff, all has these rewards. So it is well worth grabbing those when you get them. Or I guess they'll be automatic, so you won't necessarily need to grab them. But yeah, those will all add up for you. Then of course, if you're looking for some more rewards, you can jump into /wild pass right here, which will show you essentially a battle pass that you can go through, complete some daily quests, complete some weekly quests, and essentially get yourself the tier rewards. Obviously, right now we just have the free pass. The free and premium pass are repeating rewards. You guys can see every 1 tier we will get these rewards, and then this is the free pass. You guys can see the 2 different ones. Free pass in the top section, premium pass at the bottom ones. So obviously, the more if you do have a premium one or if you do have a free one, will differ for the rewards. You guys can see even with the free one, we can still get OP treasure chests. We can get all sorts of things in here. You get a Valentine's crate in there. So there are all sorts sorts that you can get even just by having free tiers. And then the last thing which I want to show you guys on Wild is the cosmetics menu. So if you actually go into /cosmetics, you guys will see that we've got friggin' cosmetics for everything. Okay, we've got chat colors, stat colors, nickname colors, tags. We've got wings. We got join messages. We've got tab symbols. We've got emojis. This is a friggin' sick like way of getting cosmetics. Of course, you will get cosmetic crates as well. I don't actually have that right now, so I need to, or I would like to get some cosmetic crates. So we'll have to see at that. But yeah, you can essentially just go in here. You can browse all the different emojis and stuff. There are so many cool emojis. I love the Pepe emojis, as my freaking favorite. So yeah, you can get yourself all of these just by essentially unlocking them. Yeah, then they have all the different wings. They've got the join messages. So essentially when you join in. And actually right now, these are super cool, right? So essentially these are like season based. So if you won first place in Prison Season 1, it will essentially give you that join message. Like it would say, generzon join, winner of Prison Season 1, etc. So that's really cool. I do like that. That's a very unique feature. And you can get these tab symbols. So those will show up next to your name on the tab list, obviously, if you do manage to unlock those. So that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, I do like the way that servers are starting to use cosmetics. This is exactly what people want to see and exactly what I like to see as well. So yes, this has been a big upgrade since the last time we played on Wild. So I'm excited to actually give this a go more and spend some more time on it myself. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Again, we have just literally scratched the surface with all the different features on here. You guys see they got bosses as well on here. They've obviously got the ranks and the rebirths going pretty crazy. A whole heap of enchants which you won't even begin to look at that will give all sorts of cool boosts and effects. So honestly, yeah, everything is getting a lot deeper on all of these servers right now. And obviously, if you're more of a basic server, then you can go back to those that are on the list, such as like Purple Prisons and such, where it is like the base of where Prison started, or you've got all these complex ones like kind of Wild Network and TalonMC and that kind of lot. You got a whole bunch of different options available for servers. Yes, Wild Network does conclude our list of the top 5 best Minecraft Prison servers. If you guys agree or disagree with this list, please let me know down in that comment section. Like I've said throughout this entire video, this has just been a very small preview of all the servers available. Of course, there are so many features that we wouldn't be able to go over, and potentially I missed out even your favorite feature on the server. So let everyone know down in the comment section exactly what your favorite feature is. Of course, we will do an updated list of our top 5 2026 prison servers in the summer, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you do enter those giveaways for the top ranks on those top 2 servers as well. It's very nice of those guys to host those for you and give some people some opportunity at getting some pretty expensive ranks actually. Yes, please do give every single server a go on this list. I think you'll be able to find one that you manage to stick with and one that you enjoy the most out of this list. Everyone will appreciate different features, so it really depends on how you like to play. Yes, guys, that has been my top 5 Minecraft Prison servers of 2026. Let me know how yours shape up to my list, and I will see you guys soon for the top servers of 2026 Summer Edition.